it is time to cut through the hype. If you're looking for a new fragrance or if you're trying to build your fragrance collection and you don't know where to start, this is the video for you because I'll be sharing with you my top 5 fragrances for this purpose. These are 5 really affordable, amazing perfumes. They happen to come from Middle Eastern brands, but I specifically chose these fragrances because I'm thinking about someone who wants to get a new fragrance but doesn't necessarily want to spend a lot of money, but still wants to smell amazing and, dare I say, even niche. These are 5 truly spectacular options that I personally wear and love, and I'm going to be telling you what I think about each and every single one of these fragrances in a very unbiased and honest way. If this is your first time on this channel, hello, my name is Anya. I love perfumes, and I love talking about fragrances across all different price points, from the really affordable ones to the super high-end luxury niche bottles as well. But I truly believe that you don't have to spend a lot of money just to smell good, which is why I like to focus especially on the fragrances that are affordable, because I want to make content for you if you are interested in getting something that's budget friendly but still spectacular. So if you're one of those people, then this video is definitely one for you to watch, and also consider subscribing because I do a lot of videos just like this one. I also do videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, along with a ton of bonus ones in between. So like I said, if you're interested, do consider joining this channel. I'm first going to kick things off with one of my favorite fragrances of the moment. This is ideal, I feel, especially if you're just starting out with your fragrances, because this is a citrusy perfume. I definitely think everyone should have some kind of refreshing citrusy fragrance in their collection, but I don't like a lot of citrusy perfumes because they smell a little bit too much like cleaning product, and a lot of the citrusy fragrances that people tend to go for have already been regurgitated and already been done before, and I just want to recommend something for you that's a little bit more unique and special. And this is absolutely that. This is by Paris Corner, and this is the Tusquine Marina fragrance. This is a perfume that's very much focused on a more elegant version of a grapefruit scent, and this is actually a perfect versatile fragrance if you want to have that citrusy perfume that's also appropriate for the colder weather as well. I wouldn't wear this in the dead of winter, but I would probably wear this in the fall time if you're interested in something a little bit more refreshing. So this perfume has notes of tropical orange and grapefruit at the top, a mid of lily of the valley, jasmine, and peach, and a base of musk and black currant. This smells, oh my gosh, it smells so elegant. I definitely smell a lot of the fruity aspect of this fragrance. It is very much focused on that orange and grapefruit at the top, but it does dry down to something that's so beautiful and floral and fruity at the same time, but it's not too intense, it's not too sweet. It's actually a very elegant scent. This reminds me kind of the Chanel Chance line. If you're unfamiliar with that line, it's one of my favorite offerings from Chanel, and I'm not saying that this is a dupe by any means for any one of those scents, but if you're interested in a play on citrus that's very elegant and very beautiful, I would say the Chanel fragrances really embody that, specifically the Chance line, and this takes it to a very affordable price point. So I would say if you're interested in an affordable grapefruit that doesn't smell like a cheap fragrance or doesn't smell like cleaning product, this is one to try. It's really, really good. What I like about this perfume is that it takes a very photorealistic view of citruses, and it combines it with florals that doesn't make it too overpowering. There's so many examples of fragrances on the market that use citrus in a way that's a little bit unimaginative, and I know that when it comes to citrus, I think everyone really thinks about the Dolce & Gabbana light blue line, but personally, I, at this point, would not recommend getting those fragrances because they kind of have been regurgitated so much. I would recommend going somewhere a little bit different. And if you're someone with a little bit more of a budget and you want to spend some more money on a designer, I definitely recommend the Chance fragrances by Chanel. Go to your local Ulta or Sephora and check them out. No one talks about them. But if you want something that's a little bit more budget friendly, definitely consider Tuskine Marina. This is fantastic and it's like $30. I'll link it down below for you. But yeah, this smells amazing and I love this perfume. It's chef's kiss, really good, especially if you want a beautiful, versatile citrus fragrance. I have to talk about this next perfume and I absolutely cannot do a video like this without mentioning it. And I'm going to be talking about this fragrance right here, which is Habs Choco Musk. If you're a fan of fragrance oils, they also have a fragrance oil as well. And I've talked about it a few times, but I haven't talked about the fragrance in a while. It pretty much smells very similar. The fragrance doesn't last as long as the oil, obviously, but the scent profile is virtually the same. This perfume has notes of vanilla, milk chocolate, white musk, and spicy notes, as well as cinnamon, amber, sandalwood, myrrh, and rose. To be quite honest with you, it smells like Swiss Miss chocolate. Like, think powdered Swiss Miss chocolate with marshmallows. That's what this smells like. That's what this smells like. And the best part is, this perfume, it'll run you anywhere between like $7 and $15. So that's this fragrance, right? The fragrance oil lasts a phenomenally long time and it costs like $5. So if you generally just want to smell good, if you're a gourmand lover and you want to have a fragrance that makes you smell like a snack, if you want a fragrance that makes you smell good, if you want maybe like a layering fragrance or just an amazing smelling vanilla gourmand that's super photorealistic, this is definitely one to try, as well as the oil. And yeah, I would definitely recommend this, especially if you're just getting into fragrance and you're kind of curious about what a gourmand fragrance smells like, or if you're already a fragrance connoisseur and you're looking for something that you can just throw into your bag and whip out and just spray on, or roll on if you're using the fragrance oil. But yeah, I really like this, and you can tell I've made quite a dent in this perfume. I've had this bottle for years, and I talk about on this channel so much about how I literally have so many versions, like so many like little bottles of the fragrance oil, because I simply love just adding it into whatever handbag I'm using. I love taking it with me to travel. This is truly an iconic fragrance, and if you are a fragrance gourmand lover, you should try this out because this is a gorgeous vanilla perfume. If you haven't tried it, you definitely should. Habs Choco Musk. This is iconic, and whether you are someone who's just new to fragrance or already someone who knows that you love gourmands, this is just a no-brainer that you should have in your collection. Let's talk about a fragrance that really chronicles the orange blossom note. This is a perfume that smells like citrus-infused honey. This literally smells divine. I'm talking about One by Lattafa. So this is a perfume. Yeah, this is so good. This will be essential for fall for me. I just know it. I've had this for a while. This is a perfume that chronicles, oh my gosh, yeah, it's so good. It chronicles the orange blossom note, but when I first got this fragrance, I got this way back when, I don't even think the fragrance notes were initially available online when I first purchased this, and I remember talking about this on TikTok, and I talked about how it smelled like caramelized citrus, because that's what my nose picked up, because this is an orange blossom that's so honeyed, it literally smells like caramelized citrus to my nose. But if we're talking about the notes that the brand has now released, this has top notes of orange and bergamot, a mid of orange blossom and jasmine, and then a base of musk, patchouli, and sandalwood. This fragrance lasts a very long time. And honestly, if you are a fan of, let's just say, the Libre line by YSL, right? If you really love that kind of honeyed interpretation of orange blossom and you're interested in exploring that more, or if you want a more affordable version of that kind of fragrance profile, this is one to try. Again, This is not a dupe, okay? This is not a dupe whatsoever. This is completely different from that. Um, for one, this is like, I mean, one point that I like to make is, for example, the Libre line is known for specifically combining orange blossom with lavender. This has no lavender, right? This is just orange blossom. But if you're interested in specifically that honeyed version of orange blossom and you want a really budget-friendly alternative, this is one to try. I personally would wear this in the colder weather or specifically in the evening, because this is a very decadent floral fragrance. I consider this a modern version of a white floral because it has a slightly gourmand element to it. Again, if you like the Libre line by YSL, you will like this. It smells amazing. And I still think that this fragrance is chronically underhyped. I believe I was the first person to talk about it on TikTok back when it first launched, and still it's a fragrance that not a lot of people know about. And I highly recommend you check this out if you specifically like honeyed floral perfumes. This is amazing. It's really, really good. It smells beautiful. Awan by Lattafa. Get the green one. I haven't tried the blue one, and that's a masculine version. The green one is the one I'm talking about here, clearly. So get this one. It's amazing. So I do happen to have an Amazon affiliate account, and whenever you buy something with my link, I get a small percentage of that money back as a referral. And I also am able to see what you buy, right? So I like to see what you buy, so I'm able to kind of get an idea as to what you prefer. And one of my top selling fragrances currently on that account would be this one right here. This is Kismet by Maison Alhambra, and when I tell you this is one of the best scents I've ever smelled, and I'm just saying that objectively, not just best Middle Eastern perfumes or best affordable perfumes, this is one of the best scents I have ever smelled. Just point blank period. And this is, oh my gosh, this is $20. This is $20. $20. $20. And it smells like, it smells better than $100, $200 perfumes. Like, it's okay. I'm gonna stop being speechless right now because this perfume is truly iconic, and I definitely recommend it if you are interested in a fragrance that is very versatile, that has an amazing sillage, that lasts. This is a good one. It's not beast performing. It's kind of like a medium in terms of performance. But let me try to find you the notes because Maison Alhambra has so many fragrances in the Fragrantica database, and whenever I search for this one, the feminine version usually pops up, and the feminine version is nice, and I actually have it in my collection. It features a lot of like apricot, a lot of I think tuberose as well, but that one is like compared to this is amazing. Like that one is okay compared to this. I mean, yeah, if you're comparing it, this one is stunning. This is the one you should be getting, in my opinion, if you had to choose between the two. So you have top notes of woody notes and nutmeg, okay? A mid of patchouli, sandalwood, cacao, and coffee. And then a base of vanilla and vetiver. To put it very succinctly, oh my gosh. Yeah, this smells so good. This smells amazing. This is a vetiver lover's dream. If you love vetiver, this is amazing. It's very smooth. It's very well blended. You don't really smell any kind of sharp spices here. It's very seamless. It's very elegant. Yeah, this is so good. It's so good. If I had to choose a category for this fragrance, right? So first of all, this fragrance is Kismet for men. This is, in my opinion, for women and men. I mean, I wear this all the time, and I'm a woman, and you can see that I have used this up significantly, and I've had this for a few months. Okay, I love this. I love this perfume. This is like the fragrance that you want to wear to the office. It's the fragrance that you want to wear to the date. It's the fragrance that you want to wear for day or night. It's that versatile. It's one of the most versatile scents in this entire video because I've talked about gourmands. I've talked about the florals. This perfume smells almost like a second skin, but it smells like an elegant second skin, if that makes any sense. This perfume embodies luxury and wealth. It smells like velvet. It smells like luxury. Okay. And I've already talked about how it smells like vetiver and a little bit of spiciness, but very smooth. It smells woody too. It smells, there's some vanilla in here, but it's not too over. It's not sweet by any means. Maybe a little bit, but it's not sweet in a gourmand sense. If you like vetiver, this is a fragrance. It's so good. Yeah, just get it. Honestly, just get it. And if you don't like it, just give it to someone in your life, because chances are someone will smell it and someone will like it, because this is tremendous. It's so good. It's like one of my favorite scents in my entire collection. If I lost everything in my collection, hopefully that never happens, but if I lost my entire fragrance collection, I would probably like buy this fragrance. Like this would be one of my first 5 fragrances to buy immediately, because number 1, it smells amazing, and number 2, it's like it's so accessible. It's crazy how accessible this perfume is, and that's why I made this video, right? I want to share with you fragrances that are amazing and also really accessible, and this is one of them. Like, if you don't have a big budget for fragrances, if you don't want to be spending a lot of money on fragrances, and you want to smell elegant and amazing, and like you know what you're doing, and like you're that person, this is the one. Okay, if you people, like, I have had people that only like to wear niche fragrances smell this, and they are spellbound. They are surprised, especially when I tell them how much it is. So yeah, if people who only wear niche like this fragrance, then I can absolutely tell you it is worth checking out. Kismet, this is amazing. This is so good. Stunning, amazing, 5 stars. This is, yeah, I'll stop talking about it now. I'll put this aside because we do have one more fragrance to talk about. So this next perfume is one that I absolutely get compliments on, and I wanted to talk about something that was like a fruity floral, but also something that lasted a really long time. This is the perfume that I would wear on a date. It's a fragrance that I would wear for every day. This is also a fragrance that is perfect for the fall time because it has some body to it. It's not just like your lighter fragrance. It definitely is something that's a bit heavier, that has a sillage, but it's not overwhelming. And you can tell how much I love it by how much I've used it. I'm like down 1/3 of the bottle, and I've only had this for a few months, and I kid you not, this is one of my go-tos. It's so, so good. I get compliments on it all the time, especially in outdoor settings, because this sillage is truly extraordinary, and yeah, it's amazing. So this perfume has notes of orange blossom. Wait, no. So this perfume has notes of white peach, mandarin, bergamot, and lychee, a mid of peony, orange blossom, mahonia, and vetiver, and then a base of musk, ambroxan, oak moss, and vanilla. I swear, so many fragrances that have ambroxan just ultimately end up having gorgeous sillages. Yeah, this is good. This is really, really good. Yeah, so the most simplistic way to put it, I guess, is think of a floral fragrance with a little bit of peach and a touch of lychee and citruses. This kind of combines all those elements together into a perfume that is very well blended, okay? I get all these fragrance notes, but it's not too overt, and it does smell rather expensive. This perfume is supposed to be similar to Valai by Parfums de Marly, and I don't have that fragrance here to compare and contrast between this one. But I would say if you're looking for something along that scent profile, this might be a good option to try out. And I definitely think, considering how affordable this is, the quality is truly exceptional. I have a few fragrances from Afnan already, and this is easily my most worn fragrance from the brand, and I've already familiarized myself with a few of their perfumes. This is my favorite one right now. I just really like how they combine the citruses and the fruits here with that juicy lychee and florals. It's really, really good. It lasts a long time. But I will caution you with this. This perfume, when I first got it, I actually didn't smell it a lot on me, and I oversprayed it and I wore it to the office. When I tell you, my coworkers had a bit of a reaction, and at this point, we've known each other for a long time. We are quite open with each other. We're quite frank with each other. We're on the same team, right? And they know I love fragrances. They literally were saying, like, we can smell you from across the room. Whatever fragrance you're wearing, what is it? Because it's really strong. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I apologize. Because you're not supposed to wear a fragrance that's that strong in the office, because let's just face it, a lot of people have allergies. That was my own mistake. I do own up to it. But this is one of those fragrances that you don't smell as much on you, but people will smell you from across the room. So wear this with caution, because it's one of those heavy hitters. I truly love wearing it with a lot of other fragrances with Orange Blossom. So I'll typically like spray myself with this, and then I'll use like something like Sourdor Mallow or Theodore's Calatina Lemon Tart, something that kind of complements either the citruses or the orange blossom in this fragrance quite nicely. So if we're talking about orange blossom in this video, right? The two orange blossom fragrances that I've mentioned, or these are the two primary orange blossom fragrances that I mentioned, would be Une by Lattafa and Afnan's Mystique Bouquet. And Une by Lattafa also does have like that citrus combination, right? But this does lean a lot more caramel, and I would say this is the one that's probably more well suited for the colder weather, right? Because it literally smells of caramelized citrus. Mystique Bouquet, on the other hand, is a fragrance that appears lighter. It's definitely more focused on the peach. If you like peach, this is definitely one to try. And it also has a little bit of lychee, but it's not so sharp that it's overpowering the fragrance. It complements everything quite well. So even though these do play with citruses and orange blossom, they are vastly different interpretations. This, like I said, is much more focused on the peach and lychee. This one is leaning into that orange blossom and citrus to the point that it smells like caramelized citrus. I'm going to do a quick rundown because I've been doing a lot of chatting in this video, so I just want to close things off with what I'd recommend you to use each one of these fragrances for. Of course, I'm going to mention them down below. If you're interested in shopping for these fragrances, you can absolutely do so. But I just want to give you like a full spark notes of what I think these fragrances are best meant for. So Kiss Meant for Men is an androgynous perfume. It's both suited for men and women. This is if you're liking your like more aromatic, woody fragrances. You don't want anything too sweet, but you also want something that's really, really luxury smelling and super versatile. Afnan's Mystique Bouquet. This is if you're interested in like your gourmand perfumes, but you don't want anything that's hyper gourmand. You want something that will last all day, and you also like lychee, but you want something that's a little bit different. This is really good for that. Une by Lattafa is brilliant if you also like gourmands, but you want something that's a little bit more decadent and a little bit more caramelized. There is no caramel in the scent pyramid, but to me this smells like caramelized citrus. Taskeen Marina is really good if you want a citrusy perfume, but you want something that smells pretty straightforward. You don't want anything that smells gourmand. This smells to me like a citrus perfume. It smells kind of perfumey, but not in a bad way. Yeah, the grapefruit here definitely comes through, as well as an orange. This is also a really beautiful scent that's quite refreshing. Definitely recommend this one. And then our Habs Choco Musk. This one is a no-brainer. If you like gourmands, if you like vanillas, this one is a wonderful thing to have. Even if you just want to layer it with other perfumes, to be honest, well, not really. I have worn this perfume on its own several times, but I also really love layering it with other scents because it complements so many other perfumes wonderfully well. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. If you like vanilla, if you like chocolate, get this. It's gorgeous. But yeah, I am so happy with all of these perfumes. I truly treasure them and love them, and I don't want to drop them, of course, but here they all are. I love them, honestly. Like, these are really, really good. And if you're interested in just having 5 essential perfumes in your collection. I definitely recommend getting some of these, if not all of them. These are brilliant. Let me know if you want me to do another version of this video for designers or for niche. And the camera just died. What a surprise. But that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed this one and found value with this video. These are 5 of truly some of the best fragrances in my collection. They're my personal favorites, and I'm really happy to share them with you here today. Thank you so much for watching till the end, and I'll see you next time. Bye.